let's take a look at your dicrocilium. Okay, under this, we will take a look at your dicrocilium and Urethra pancreaticum, your dicrocilium dendriticum, and your urethra pancreaticum. Okay, and so your urethra pancreaticum, the habitat of your urethra pancreaticum is the pancreatic ducts, or this is your urethra pancreaticum is found in the pancreatic ducts of hogs. Okay, and herbivores like cattle, sheep, goats, monkeys, and camels. Okay, and so accordingly, true human infections has been reported in China and Japan for your urethra pancreaticum. Okay, and so the first intermediate host of your urethra pancreaticum, you have the snail, and then the second intermediate host, you have your three crickets or grasshoppers accordingly. Okay, and so three crickets or grasshoppers as the second intermediate host of your urethra pancreaticum. The infective stage of your urethra pancreaticum is the metacercaria, and human infection is accidental ingestion, or human mode of transmission is accidental ingestion of infected crickets or grasshoppers. Okay, and so the adult of your urethra pancreaticum is 8 to 16 millimeters in length by 5 to 9 millimeters in width. And the adult of your urethra pancreaticum tends to be more ovate and broader than dicrocilium dendriticum. Okay, yes, let's take a look at your dicrocilium dendriticum. Your dicrocilium dendriticum, the common name is lanceolate or lancet fluke. And yes, it causes cirrhosis or fibrosis of the liver. Okay, the habitat is the biliary passages of sheep, deer, and other herbivores and omnivores. Okay, and so yes, in humans, okay, and so your dicrocilium dendriticum inhabits the passages, biliary passages of the liver. As for the first intermediate host of your dicrocilium dendriticum, you have your snail still. Okay, and then you have the second intermediate host, you have your ants. Okay, and so ants of the genus Formica, or the Formica fusca. Okay, and so for your second intermediate host of your dicrocilium dendriticum, the infective stage is the same, metacercaria, and the mode of transmission is ingestion of the second intermediate host containing the metacercaria. Ingestion of ant that contains the metacercaria of dicrocilium dendriticum. The final host are cattle or a sheep, and man is an accidental host. Okay, same with urethra pancreaticum, man is an accidental host. Okay. Okay. As for the egg of your dicrocilium dendriticum, it is ellipsoidal, and it is brown to dark brown in color. Okay, and so it is relatively small with a thick shell and has a distinct operculum. And yes, it is fully embryonated when laid in the feces. Okay, it is fully embryonated when laid in the feces. Okay, as for the adult, it is slender and the lancet shaped, and it's flat. Okay, and so yes, it is a 5 to 15 millimeters in length by 1.5 to 2.5 millimeters in width. Okay, and so yes, the testes of your adult dicrocilium dendriticum is slightly lobulated and obliquely situated to each other, and they are anterior to the small subglobus ovary. The oral sucker is smaller than the ventral sucker, and then the vitellaria is scanty. Okay, and that is for your the adult dicrocilium dendriticum. You have here the ova of your dicrocilium dendriticum. Please note that earlier we said it is ellipsoidal. And yes, the color is brown accordingly to dark brown. Ellipsoidal, and yes, this one is segmented, or it is embryonated when laid in the feces. Okay, embryonated when laid in the feces. And yes, it has a thick shell. Okay, it has a thick shell accordingly. Okay. Again, so this one is an illustration of your Dicrocilium dendriticum adult. Okay, and so again, please note that it is slender or it is lancet shaped and it is flat. Okay, and so yes, you have here the oral sucker, okay, and the ventral sucker. Please note that the oral sucker is smaller than the ventral sucker. Okay, you have here your testes that is slightly lobulated and obliquely situated. Okay, and so for this one, situated obliquely to each other, anterior to the small subglobous ovary. Okay, and so you have here the ovary. Okay, and then of course you have the vitellaria, which is scanty. Yes, unti lang po. Unti lang po ang vitellaria. And then you have the uterus. Okay, and so for this one, for your adult Dicrocilium dendriticum. Yes, please note that this images here, you have here the second intermediate host. Okay, and so you have your Formica fusca ants. Okay, and yes, the first intermediate host of your Dicrocilium dendriticum are land snails. You have your Cochicelia, Helicelia, and Zebrina. Again, for these ants, they are the second intermediate host. Okay, as for the life cycle of your Dicrocilium dendriticum, please note that it is the ova is embryonated when laid. Okay, and they are shed in the feces of your definitive host. Okay, and so eggs are ingested by the first intermediate host, and then the miracidium will hatch and migrate through the gut wall and settle in the vascular connective tissue of the first intermediate host. Okay, and so yes, the miracidium will develop into mother sporocyst, and then your sporocyst migrate to the digestive gland where they give rise to several redia. Okay, still this one happens inside the first intermediate host. And then cercaria are produced. Okay, the cercaria are produced and they migrate to the respiration chamber where they are shed in slime ball from the snail. Okay, and so the cercaria migrate to the respiration chamber where they are shed in slime ball from the snail. Okay, and so the slime ball is ingested by the second intermediate host, which are your ants or your yes, ants with the scientific name of Formica fusca. And yes, the cercaria is liberated in the intestines of your ants or the second intermediate host and migrate to the hemocoel or to the body cavity where they become metacercaria. And yes, infected ant is eaten by a suitable definitive host. And yes, again, humans can get infected by ingesting the infected ants. In this case, please note that humans are accidental host. Okay, that's for this one. And yes, in humans, the metacercaria exist in the small intestines, in the duodenum, and the worms migrate to the bile duct where they mature into adults. Again, humans can get infected by ingesting the infected ants, and the metacercaria exists in the small intestines of humans, and then the worms migrate to the bile duct where they mature into adult Dicrocilium dendriticum fluke. Okay, again, this one is an illustration of your life cycle of your Dicrocilium dendriticum. Okay, what you call this? The definitive host are cattles. Okay, and so for humans, they are accidental host. Okay, and so embryonated ova is passed into the feces, and eggs are ingested by a snail intermediate host. You have your Cochicelia, Helicelia, and Zebrina, and then inside your intermediate host, first intermediate host, your Miracidia will develop, and then sporocyst, then to cercaria. Cercaria are released into the slime ball. Okay, cercaria are released from the snail via the respiratory pore in a slime ball. Okay, and yes, the slime ball is eaten by ants. Okay, and the cercaria will insist in okay, and so the cercaria will insist to metacercaria after being eaten by ants. Okay, and yes, okay, the ant is ingested by humans or by the definitive host. Okay, as for the pathology and symptoms, please note that many human infections have been reported. Okay, and yes, but then these human infections that have been reported are most probably spurious infections acquired from eating infected raw sheep liver. Okay. Again, in Dicrocilium dendriticum, most human infections are probably spurious infections acquired from eating infected raw sheep liver. Okay, and so please note that humans cannot get infected when they ingest the egg. Okay, it must be the metacercaria for a disease for a disease to occur. Okay, as for the pathology and symptoms, please note that chronic constipation and hepatomegaly are common in Dicrocilium dendriticum infections. Okay, and yes, the effects are less severe, and the patients accordingly may report mild symptoms, comparing it, of course, with uh, fasciola hepatica. Okay, and so yes, symptoms of your Dicrocilium dendriticum infection include chronic constipation, flatulent dyspepsia, and in case of heavy infection, there may be there may be jaundice with enlarged liver, also vomiting and diarrhea, and systemic toxemia is possible accordingly. And yes, eosinophilia is absent, or inusinophilia is absent in Dicrocilium dendriticum infection. Okay, as for the laboratory, still recovery of eggs in stool fecalysis, or recovery of eggs in the stool, in the bile, or duodenal drainage samples. Okay, and so yes, as we said earlier, ingestion of infected raw animal liver will cause ingestion of infected raw animal liver will cause spurious infection, or spurious. It will not cause a true infection. Okay, and so how are you going to distinguish if that is a true infection or spurious infection? True infection can be distinguished from spurious infection by maintaining the patient on a liver-free diet for at least 3 days. Okay, and so true infection can be distinguished from spurious infection by maintaining the patient on a liver-free diet for at least 3 days. If ova persist after 3 days of if ova or if Dicrocilium dendriticum ova persists after 3 days, or yes, after 3 days, then probably that is a true infection. Okay, and so then that is a true infection. But then, if ova is not or is absent in the feces for after the 3 days of liver-free diet, then that is a spurious infection. Okay, and so for your Dicrocilium dendriticum. And then treatment, praziquantel. Praziquantel is a drug of choice for Dicrocilium dendriticum. Triclabendazole is also utilized, but then praziquantel is the drug of choice. And then prevention and control, accordingly, use of wild herbs and grasses as food should be avoided unless they are carefully washed. Okay, crickets or grasshoppers could also be accidentally ingested if they were within plant material and had not been carefully washed. Okay, and so yes, you wash, avoid, okay, and so ingesting ants accordingly. Okay, that's it for your Urethrium pancreaticum and Dicrocilium dendriticum. This has been Gael inviting you to, tara, akyat tayo.